When you open AutoCAD, at the top you can see this is the title bar. Here it is mentioned the versions, Autodesk AutoCAD and which version we are using. And this is called ribbon, and we have different ribbons are here. We have home button, insert, annotate, parametric, etc. So most of the things are already available in home. So if you need specific something, we'll go inside and take it. And below you can see here is a button. Here is to start a new drawing. When you click over here, it will be starting a new drawing. Or if you go here, there are some defaulted templates available. You can go through with some templates also, which may be ready some of the options. Okay. And right side, the recent documents are available here. So when you click the recent open documents, you can click and open from here. And once you click on open file, you can open some files which you already have in your computer. You can open it. And remaining we're going to discuss later. So we are opening a new. When you click on start drawing, you can open one page over here. You can see two I have added. Even if you want more than one page, you can click over here. So you can understand one thing, multiple pages can be opened in AutoCAD at a time, multiple pages. So this is our first drawing. I close that. If you want to add again, add this plus button. So you can add multiple pages. Now, once you open now, these now we already discussed about title bar, and here there is something called quick access bar. Quickly you can access something, usually save as, copy, and all will be coming here. And below you can see here the ribbon. As I discussed, I can go inside now. Each and every tab is visible, many of the options here. And below is the pages. Multiple pages can be opened. And this area is called model space in AutoCAD. Model space. Model, you can call model. Or we call viewport sometimes. We call work area. And usually everybody say page, right? So we are working on the page. But actually it's not a page, actually it's a model only. Because this is a huge area. This is not an A4 sheet. This is not an A3 sheet, okay? This is a huge area. So here I can draw 0.001 millimeter a drawing, as well as I can draw 1,000 kilometer one line. If I want to draw, that's also possible in the same page. After this, when you want to go for printing, here you can see below some options, layout. We will be go to layout and be deciding which drawing you want to print it. So otherwise we're going to work over here. For example, you have one building drawing here. We have one building drawing here. And something will be here. Whatever it is, when you go to layout, when you double click over here, you see you can zoom and see everything. So which one you want to print out, we zoom and fix like this. Then we will be going to print out. So printing and layout, we have a session is going to come later this video. So for typing, you can understand at least what is layout. So model is the area where we are drawing everything. Now below you can see there is a tab over here. Here we can type some command. So in AutoCAD, you can access all the tools directly from that ribbon, or you can access through a command. It's very easy to learn AutoCAD command because most of the times the first letter, second letter, or third letter, similar, maximum 4 or 5 letter will come. That will be the shortcut of that. For example, you want to type line tool. Line tool you can access from here, or if you type from here L, you can see line will be coming and it will show you that which is on the top. You can understand this is the shortcut of it. So it's nothing to by heart it. When you type over here, you will understand. See, this is the line tool. Now I want to do circle, C, enter, circle. Rectangle is not R, okay? Rectangle, see, R is not coming. RE also not coming. REC is a rectangle, okay? So some tool will be one digit, one letter will be, some will be 2, 3, 4. So when you type here, the pop-up menu will come. In that you can understand that. So you need to remember the options name only. You need to by heart. You don't need to by heart the shortcut actually. Okay, that automatically you will learn. And here you can see there are some options over here. This will help you to draw. So for example, I'm telling you using the line tool, I want to get straight line. There is some options over here. When you switch on this called ortho, we'll discuss later. This ortho, when you click it, you get straight lines now. When you switch off, you can see which is in the blue color. That means this is active. When I switch off it, it's not no more ortho. Similar, there are some other tools also here. Not only here, when you can see this 3 line, when you click over here, there are some other tools also which you can active. You can switch on and switch off also. Okay, from here. Now on the ribbon, when you come to here on the ribbon, And sorry, here you can see the viewport. It is showing here north, south, west, east, right? And moreover, you can see a home button. This is we are using only for 3D. Otherwise, we are using we don't need to touch over here. When it comes to 3D, we'll go to this home button and we're going to change the axis from the angle and all. You want north and west, south and west. So which angle, if you want, we'll be using. We'll discuss that one later, detail in 3D. So though in 2D drawing, you don't need to touch that one actually. Now in the viewport, you can see the X and Y axis. So actually in AutoCAD, whatever we are drawing over here, this is all based on this X and Y axis. That's the reason that it is showing here X and Y axis. This icon is also called UCS icon. UCS icon. This is also called UCS icon. UCS icon or user coordinate system. User coordinate system. Okay. Now here in this tab, you can see different category here. When you're starting in this ribbon, in the home itself, I told you most of the options are available in the home itself. The first one is drawing, right? So all the drawing elements are here. If you want to draw line are here, polylines are here, circle is here, rectangle is here, ellipse are here, arcs are here, okay? Many drawing items are here. At the same time, we have modify tool. You want to move something, you want to trim it, cut it, stretch something, copy, explode it, erase it. These kind of elements are in the modify. Annotation means you want to write something below the drawing. You can use text tool. You can see dimensions you want to check. Some of the dimensions you want to see. How much is this? Is centimeters. This is, for example, 11 centimeters. So these dimensions will be available using here. And there are something called annotations table. This all can be created over here. And one of the most important thing in AutoCAD, which is called layers, which is using to organize the data proper. So layers, this tab is using to add the layers, delete the layers, edit the layers, rename the layers, and many other options also very detailed we're going to discuss later. And because it's very, very important portion in AutoCAD. And there are something called block area. Blocks means actually is a predefined elements, which is a group. I want to import a chair, so I can import from block. I want to import a table, I can import from block. Moreover, I can create a block also. So block related things will be coming from here. And some other property which you can increase and decrease the thickness of the line, style of the line, color of the line, etc. And apart from this, there are some other groups, utilities, clipboards, and all. But this we may not use much, but until here is very important. Now, excuse me. Now, as we discussed already, this is UCS icon, right? Universal coordinate. Sorry, user coordinate system. Now, first I'm going to teach you one command. This UCS icon, I have to stick over here, by between if it is coming over here and it's annoying me. So I'm going to keep this one to here always as permanently on left down corner. So I will be writing a command over here. The command is like this, UCS icon. Then you hit enter, okay? Enter, I'm writing over here. Don't write exactly like this. This one, enter means I'm hitting enter, okay? UCS icon, then you press N means no origin. I'm going to display this one. After pressing N, again, you need to press enter. See here, UCS icon, okay? Enter, you see, I was clicking N, no origin means this origin will be here. There is no origin on the sender. So either you can click here, or you can see which is in the blue color. So you can type N over here. Okay, either you type N or you click on no origin. Enter, you can see this go on over here. Even when I scroll button, if I press, I can pan like this. Scroll button, press on the mouse button. You can see I'm panning. Even if I go like this, still it will come with me, but still it will be sticking to the same area. So what I did it, UCS icon, enter, no origin. If you want to origin, you click on OR, you type OR, or you click on origin, it get back over here. UCS icon, enter. You can switch off this one off. It's nowhere. You're not even left down, not even in the center. UCS icon and on. I can switch on it. Okay. So on, off, you need to know. No origin, origin. And reminding we'll discuss later. And these things you should remember. Okay. So I like to do it no origin because let it be here. We understand X and Y's, which axis. You know why we are talking about this one? In AutoCAD, I told you this is the model area. Here we're going to draw many things. Maybe we are drawing a circle, maybe we are drawing a line tool. So everything we're drawing on this axis here, there is a coordinates. Okay. What is coordinate? Coordinates, we already studied this X and Y, right? We have X, we have Y, correct? Okay. We all know this one. This is X, this is Y. So here, we already divided this one to 1, 2, 3, like this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, here 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I mark a point over here, we know that this is 1, 1, correct? 1, 1. If I mark something over here, we know that this is 1, 2, 3. So 3, and this is 1, 3, 1. Okay, so this way each one have address over here. Each point have an address. If I draw a line from here to here, we can understand this starting point have an address. This is called 1, 2, and the end point have an address 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 5. Okay, so this way each and every line have starting and end point. Each and every circle have a center point. So the center point also have an address. The starting and end point have an address. Rectangle 4 corner have an address. So this is automatically calculating in AutoCAD. Even you have some command you can understand what is the X and Y coordinates and all. Why I told you this one, later we're going to discuss something which is based on coordinate. We have system coordinate, we have geo coordinates. Okay, so we're going to discuss this all later. So at least you understand whatever we are drawing over here, you have an address for it. If there is a circle, this circle have a X value and a Y value. At least it should be in your mind. Now, starting with a line tool. I want to start to draw this line. Okay, I'm getting straight line. There is a reason here. There is something called ortho. Ortho, if I switch on, I'm getting straight line only. If I switch off the ortho, and there's a shortcut for ortho, it's F8 on the keyboard, F8. Okay, F8 on, F8 off. You can see it's getting blue color and gray color, right? If it is a blue color, it's on. So it's straight line only. Correct. So I told you because this is the way we are going to draw in this viewport. Now I want to know how much I'm drawing over here. So you need to set what? Units. So you need to know about units. How can I go to units? Here I'm going to type a command called units. Once I type units, I'll be getting a new property window. In this property window, you can see here architectural, decimal, engineering, fractional, and scientific. Okay. Usually there are two types of units are there. Two types of units are there. First one is metric and imperial. Metric and imperial. Okay. So in metric, it comes millimeters, centimeters, meters, etc. Imperial, it comes feet and inches. Okay. And especially in United States, it's imperial is using a lot, and reminding most of other countries are following metric. Okay, this is commonly, you should know, there are two types of measurements are there. So here, when you type units, I told you already, when you type units, you're going to get a property box here. Inside this, we are in international now. Here we have some subcategories over here. So in this, using this subcategories, you can choose, do you want inches or feet or centimeters, whatever. And there are different style also for this one. For example, decimal is commonly using for most of the countries, which is for centimeters, meters, and all. And precisions means how many fractional point you need. We like to give 1 or 2 per fractional point. If you need more, of course, you can search below. Here, what you need, for example, if you're starting with centimeters, or millimeters, you can go for millimeters. Now, when you choose from here, architectural is using for inches, feet or inches. You see here, if you go to first digit, it is same. Architectural and engineering, it is same. Both are fine. But if you go for the second fractional point onwards, you can see it's 1/2, 1/4. Especially in United States, carpenters mostly is using this method. Okay, 1/2, 1/4. Otherwise, in engineering, if you go directly feet or inches, usually what we do feet or inches, so you can choose engineering here, and you choose from here inches also. And fractional, of course, this is 1/2, 1/4. This method we don't use it. I never use this one. Of course, scientific I have seen many places, but I have never used this scientific. Now I like to prefer now starting with a decimal and 00, and this is centimeters. Okay, this is the way I have to set units, how to set the units. So now if you set these units, when you click a line tool, you switch on the ortho mode. I told you, click here, and I'm typing 20. Okay, so it's very small. Now I understood my page is bigger. I zoom here, scroll it. When you scroll your mouse, you can zoom it. Now I want to ensure what is the size of this. So we will check with our dimension. So click on dimension button, click on one side of the dimension and other side of the dimensions. If it is not able to snap like this, you can switch on this button, which is O snap. We're going to discuss about in the next video about O snap and ortho detail. So click over here, then you can understand this is 20 centimeter. But you see in the units, what I did it, I use precision only 1. But here you can see precisions are 4, right? So there is some mistakes over here. So remember one thing, when you use units and if you set any settings over here, the same settings you need to do in annotations also. So decimal 00 centimeters I have used. So remember precision is 1 only. So what you have to do, you need to set the same thing. If you go to annotate tab, you can see in the dimensions bar here, there is an arrow mark. Once you click over here, you're going to get a new property box over here. Either follow this or from the command, is very easy for you. Just press D on the keyboard and enter. Then you go to a new property box. This is also the two way you can access this one, either from annotation from here, or you hit or you type D and hit enter. Then also you get to the same property box. This is dimension style manager. What you have to do, once you set your units, you need to come over here, then click on modify, then go to primary units, come to modify, then click on primary units tab. Here you need to ensure if you use engineering there, you need to use engineering also. If you use engineering the units, decimal also it should be engineering. If you use architectural, you have to choose the same architectural here also. For typing, I use the decimal, so I'm going to use decimal also here. And how much is the precision I used there? There was only 1, so here also I'm going to set to 1. You can see the samples is visible over here. Nothing more I need to know now. If the text, when you're checking, if the text is very smaller, you can come to text and increase the height of this. Okay, you can keep it 1 if you want. The size of the text, when you check the dimension, it will be bigger. So what I did it, the modify 1 in the primary units, I set it. Whatever I set in the units, the same value I have set it over here also. And the text height I have increased for time being to make bigger. Then after set current and close it, then we will see it's coming correct or not. We click over here and here it is 20. 1 precision is perfect. I'm going to do another line here. Let me check dimensions from here to here. 20.1. Fine. Okay. From here, I'm going to do 50, 1 line. And from here to here, 50. So very clearly, I explained in this whole video about the interface of AutoCAD for beginners to understand what are the each area is about ribbon, about the title, about command panel, about layout and model, and some of the things from here randomly I told, but with detail I'll explain later. And I told you how to set the units, UNITS units. Then we're going to set from here, and I explained about this all. And I told you about UCS icon. How can I set the UCS icon in the corners over here? This also we already explained. And when you set the units, I told you to go to dimension style. When you hit D on the keyboard, then you go to modify, then we choose from here primary units, we set over here, and the text height we added. Until now, you know how to do the basic things. And remember, overall, the viewport, if you want to control zoom in, zoom out, we are using mouse scroll button. Scroll button, if you press it, you can see we are doing panning. Scroll button press, we can pan like this. Zoom in, zoom out, just scroll it like this. Okay, so then if you try with this basics, at least you will get an idea. You'll be very confident in the basics, and try to draw these all the things just simply, and we'll explain later how can we do with the proper dimensions and all, but just try to take some options and try to draw from here, and please try to repeat it. What are the options we have studied? Ensure that 100% you have you know these are all the options what I discussed now. Then only go to the second video.